Muad'Dib, 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 Muad'Dib. We just had our first design meeting with Muad'Dib's towels, beach towels. You know, she wants to stick with the iPhone case.
Quality control does not approve.
She literally just came and walked up here right when we put the towel out. Let me get a better view. I don't think she likes it.
No. Just taking your frustration out.
Oh no, oh no. Hello. Yesterday did a lot of chatting with Sean. We had a good Google Hangout this morning about the next course. We're gonna be doing something different. We're gonna be having accountability groups. That's something that people have been asking for. An online course is self-paced and it's hard sometimes to pace yourself. I feel like being able to have a place where you can talk about thoughts about time, your thoughts about learning, about troubleshooting, about like doing things alone, like all of that. I feel like this is like a good group that would benefit from talking about that. And oh my God, this girl has a pink Mercedes. That's fucking great. Now, I'm actually heading to Girlboss headquarters to meet Meghan Raab, who is, I believe, Director of Growth. I think that's her title. I really like her. I think she's really smart. On Girlboss, they have a new platform called Community. I was in the beta group and it's great. It's kind of like a Facebook group, but like supercharged and very curated. One of the features that they just added was direct messages. I was like, whoa, that's awesome. I direct messaged Meghan on the platform. And so now we're gonna meet up and chat because right now my biggest issue is I need to figure out how to scale our business and our marketing initiatives. Started dabbling and scaling it and it's really scary and I really feel out of my element. And so this is the first time that I've really just reached out. And ever since I've been putting that out there, like people have been recommending me to talk to other people. And I've had, just this week, I've had 2 calls already just about giving me ideas and solutions and feedback. Another update, Kresia just did a very first rough cut of our podcast. Oh, I'm so excited. I had 2 podcast ideas. The first podcast is called Intern, and that's where I go to a company or maybe even just a freelancer's place. I intern for the day and answer all the questions that someone might have, you know, about what's it like to work there? What's it like to do? What is your day like? All those kinds of things. We recorded a pilot and I'm assuming that this will already be in a vlog. It just feels good. It feels right. It feels like exactly what it is. Just like 1-800-HEY-PUNO when we first did that, like there's like, I was like, oh, this is good. Like this is good information. It's fun. It's us. The second podcast was just gonna be creative profile interviews. And let me tell you, I have been on and off about this one for a while. I did this initially with Gina Delvac, who is a amazing podcast editor. Her thing is, you gotta love this because if you're gonna produce content, it takes time and money. I'm here now, so I'm gonna go. Bye. Whew, my brain is tapped. I feel like really, really energized when I talk to someone who knows more than me about things. The way that her brain works is like, I mean, it's kind of like mine where it's just like ideas. It's really nice to just talk to someone that like works just as hard as you do. There's a little bit of therapy in there, but then there's also like solutions too, and a balance of both of those things is just really good. So I'm really glad. Thanks, Girlboss, for adding DMs. So the Girlboss community doesn't cost a thing, and you should get on it because you can make some really solid connections. Like, that's what it's all about. It is Friday, 4:20. I'm gonna drive home and enjoy the rest of the night. We just had a full day with the team. Did a lot of thinking and then planning, and now podcast time, I think. Look who's in Entireworld. Why? Because look who's in Entireworld. Ooh, I'm gonna put some callaloo in there. That looks nice. I realized I'm tired. The ILO Creatives team met up. We did a lot of catching up, which was great. We also took photos of ourselves as a man or as a woman. But like, look at me, dude. I'm such a hunk.
I know.
Like, I kind of have a baby phase, you know? There she is. I have been wanting this for so long. I'm so excited. I don't know why I haven't gotten this sooner. Oh, I know why. Because we're gonna try the food processor first. Then we tried the immersion blender. But none of those made smoothies the way I wanted smoothies. Like, I don't know how it even happened. It came up and my neighbor, Eric, like did work for Vitamix, and then he gave me one. We're gonna have smoothies. Stash your bags. I know, don't look at this plastic. This is my old Puno. Make myself a protein shake. Spinach. Peanut butter. I don't have any dates. I usually put a date in there. Naman. It's happening. It's never been this smooth. Dude, that's it. That is the exact consistency I want. So happy. The Vitamix is exactly how it's advertised. It's so smooth, first of all.
Smooth.
I just feel like I was behind the game. I was BTG for a long time. So today, just talk about your problems out loud to your neighbors. You never know. Somebody might have a Vitamix. Penny's nose.
Penny's nose. It's not big for nothing.
How you guys doing over there?
This is definitely.
We have our missions written down.
Nice. Doing it. We're doing it.
Some candy.
I waited 10 minutes for an Uber. First of all, I called it while I was up here, waited downstairs. It was like he has another trip nearby and added another 7 minutes. So I canceled it. I didn't have to pay for that because it's not within the 5-minute window. Then turned on Lyft and tried to get a Lyft, and then I waited again. It just never picked up a Lyft for me. I had passed 3 birds on the way, ended up being so much faster. $3. I have converted, and then I took a bird back, even though it's cold outside. The roads in downtown are so bumpy, so like at some point I just felt like I can't even see because it's so vibrating, and then my boobs are like going up and down, and like there's this one guy who just was walking, he's like, sexy! You're kind. It's the worst. Look at her, she's frustrated by hearing that. So that was a podcast interview with Marcus and Wes, who run Outpost. I think this was the first time they kind of introduced me as someone who is like an advocate for homeless. An advocate for homeless? I don't even know how to say it correctly. I mean, you know, this is new for me. I don't know a lot, and I still get some stats confused, and I haven't even really done much yet, but like, I think because like I talk about it a lot, I mean, with Outpost specifically, I like connected them with the people that I met. Just in doing that, you have this new title. I was talking about that with Jenny Ong. Like, she's being more sustainable, and Sean wrote a description about her and called her an environmentalist, and like we were talking about how she doesn't want that title because it comes with a lot, and like there's a lot of expectations with it, and that's a pretty intense label too. But then at the same time I was just like, but that's kind of is what you are doing, and this is kind of what I'm all about too. It's just like it's so new. So but this is like honestly the first one that I felt really passionately about. I definitely felt passionate about Planned Parenthood because that was a service that I used when I was in college. Like, it's obviously important to me because I'm a woman, but like the homelessness thing like affects me in lots of different ways, and so that's why I think I feel more passionate about it. It's affecting where I live. I think that's the big difference for me, is that There are people right outside of where I live that can use help. In a big city, where is the community starts with people that actually live in it. Even Jade, who lives like a few floors up, I feel like she's the reason why Emerald Brown has a community, because she brings us together and is always like thinking of events for us. And so she's active in it, and because of her being active in it, like I feel like my building is a community. And that's what Outpost is kind of trying to talk about. They're trying to talk about how even if, you know, you are moving to a place and it's gentrification, how else can you like bring up the community as a whole? It's Coldpicnic rug. It's a bath mat. I wanted it for my bathroom, but our bathroom has this little rug, which is perfect. Why aren't rugs more this size? Like, it's all up in the toilet. Real estate. I don't like it. I wish it was just that much smaller. Or what if like these bath mats were square, you know? Hungry? Okay. This is my hard drive that has everything. 2002 to 2016. Can't get it to work. We haven't isolated the problem yet. Woo! It has all of the design I did that are really shitty, but will show other people that you can learn design too. Modib, your closet. You always want to wear something, don't you?
What to wear? Maybe we need to open this side.
What about this look? This one's made for cats. Can't see your face. Modib. I cannot see your face. It's so dark. This one was too heavy on her head. She didn't like the weight of it. This hard drive's broken too. You guys, get Google Drive. Unlimited storage. It's 2019.
Beep boop beep beep. Boop boop beep beep beep. Pollo loco.
So we figured out how to get my data off of my old hard drive that doesn't work and onto Google Drive. I'm so excited because I hate having these hard drives everywhere that don't work too. Also really excited about the new class that just came in. My favorite part of this is seeing all of the dope websites that people share. Because that's one of the questions that we ask whenever you first log on. What is your design aesthetic that you're going for? And this is super helpful because Gabriel and I take that into consideration when we're giving back creative feedback so that they get closer to their aesthetic. I like that better because Gabriel has a very specific style, I have a very specific style. I don't necessarily think that that's right. So we're just trying to interpret what aesthetic they want and then help them get there as best as possible. Am I gonna wake up at 6:30 in the morning again? I haven't in a while. Definitely not militant. My brain has just been working overtime. Yeah, I really needed extra sleep. Not militant. I only know how much things weigh by Muad'Dib's weight. Muad'Dib weighs 6 pounds. If I was carrying 7 Muad'Dibs, just boop, 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 boop.
Sexy!
Muad'Dib's like, I don't like to be catcalled either.